buffet closing? Reopening?
Oh, that's probably the worst part.
Did they reopen yet?
I believe so, yes.
I mean, it scares me how often they get... okay, hang on.
I've heard rumors.
Is this the same one that had like the meat cooking out back? Remember that?
They had all the cats and stuff that they were keeping to.
I don't remember the cats.
I don't think that was...
No, I heard that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought you were making...
Yeah, that's so too. I don't know. The one out back...
But they weren't cooking the cats. They kept cats for pets, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking means they cooked the cats.
So Crazy Buffet's where?
Does that mean stop talking?
No, it meant I thought you were done and I totally interrupted.
No one ever touches me, so I didn't know what to do.
I literally touched you last week.
Oh. Where is Crazy Buffet?
Burkhart Road.
Oh,
okay. I was thinking of the one by Burlington Coat Factory.
Is that the one by Paradise Inc., but is not a tattoo parlor?
Right.
Biggest disappointment.
Paradise Ink. Oh, I'm going to get some ink. Oh, I mean printer cartridge ink.
Damn.
Yeah. Whoops.
Paradise.
I'm in Paradise now.
So that's where the Crazy Buffet.
That's 2 we've taken down. All right, who else we got on Burkhart? Let's see. IHOP. More like, no. No.
Ooh. Here comes the burn wagon.
Yeah.
Wee.
Better call the ambulance.
Is it? Can we just sick burn this whole episode? Anybody and everybody and everything?
Nobody listens to this crap.
I would love to. What do you hate? Tell me.
Who or what?
Who do you hate? Who's the worst person in Evansville?
Worst person in Evansville. God, that's tough. Everybody in Evansville is just so great.
And when everyone's
it's a great city.
No one is. Wait, that's not how that works.
I can't burn any bridges at this point.
No,
Yeah,
not
let's
as
talk about
a new
things.
business owner.
We used to do that a lot though with buffets.
Yeah.
We'd give them like an animal name because it was like less quality food or something like.
Sure.
Like what's the one over there?
Two Brothers.
No, the regular buffet, like the one by Chick-fil-A.
Old Country Buffet. Golden Corral.
Yeah, I forget what we call
Golden
that.
Corral. The Olden Corral is what we call
We
it.
call it Olden Corral.
Like Golden Squirrel or something.
Golden Squirrel. That's good.
I don't even think squirrel's a thing, but I like that word.
Two Brothers, we used to always call that. It was like a teriyaki chicken. We always called it rat on a stick because it looked like a rat on a stick. But it was good. It was tasty.
They used to call Cece's feces.
Sponsor of the show.
But I will say this. Then I was building a habitat home one time.
Humble brag.
Hang on, I've gotten fatter. It's harder to pat myself on the back. But anyway, we're building this habitat home one day.
It's no longer standing.
By yourself?
And no, it was with a group of people. But anyway, so Cece's was the one who donated food to everyone that was doing it that day. And obviously, that's not my favorite pizza. It's a great pizza, but it's just not my favorite. And they brought macaroni and cheese pizza though.
Yes.
And I could have eaten the whole thing. And now when I go there, it's the only thing I eat if I have to go there.
If I have to go.
If you have, which
if I'm
it happens. It happens.
I don't eat chains a lot though. I'm
Yeah,
kind of a
let's just
local
say.
eater.
Now, as Evans villains at this point, we don't really go to a lot of chains, but most Evans villains do support the chains.
Chains are huge.
And then I've always heard, we're a test market for whatever, and we're perfect for that kind of thing. And I guess that's one of the reasons why chains do so well here.
We used to be. Are we still doing much of that? I remember we had one of the first like McCafes.
Yeah.
We had the first like McDiner.
Right.
McDonald's did pizza here first, and a lot of the McDonald's used this a lot.
Large stomachs.
Yeah.
We
maybe.
can
Or maybe
handle it.
what's chicken egg thing, maybe. What's your favorite chain in Evansville is where I was going with that.
Favorite chain? Oh gosh, the ones I don't stay away from. I as much as I don't. I mean, I try to avoid Chick-fil-A as much as I can, and I don't do a good job because it's delicious.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I go to the most.
Chick-fil-A.
Taco Bell's amazing.
Really?
I go to Taco Bell a lot. In fact, sometimes that's the only thing I want is Taco Bell.
Really?
Not Mexican, Taco Bell.
There's a very, very
Like
big
if somebody's
difference.
like, hey, no, let's just go to Los Bravos instead. I'm like, no, I don't want Mexican. I want Taco Bell.
It's like Hacienda is not Mexican food. It's
I don't like Hacienda.
It's whatever it is. It's its own
good.
thing. It's
good.
Tex-Mex or whatever.
The problem
style,
with
but
Mexican restaurants is I go to Los Bravos so much that
Yeah.
I don't really ever go to any other ones because when I crave Mexican, I crave Los Bravos.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Same.
How about you? What's your favorite chain?
Favorite chain, other than, I mean, we do the Chick-fil-A a lot. Although lately I've become less enamored with them. I don't know.
There's some chains that I don't consider chains, even though they are, that I like. So I have trouble. Like, I don't always count Reraw, but I go to Reraw a lot for some.
Yeah, they do so much with local stuff, though, and they're kind of...
Yeah, they don't seem chainy.
Yeah, they are allowed to do things, I guess, that may not be necessarily fit within the franchise model or something, so...
Yeah, it's kind of like the Papa Murphy's. I know the owners, so it's like
Yeah,
it feels
it's
like
hard to-
they're just like a local business because I drink beer with the
like a
guy
real
who...
person.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I don't know. What about you? I'm
You know
stalling.
it's Chick-fil-A. Plus, I've had it twice this week.
Well, now that they're at
yeah.
UE...
They're on campus.
I mean-
and they're going to have breakfast eventually, so I'm going to have 2 a days. It's going to be
that
bad.
will be...
Oh, I go to Boston's a lot. I like Boston's. I guess that's a
Yeah.
chain too.
Literally never been there.
Yeah, I've never been to Boston's.
It's actually in Newburgh, so I don't know if I'm breaking the rules on.
No, that's...
okay.
It's Newburgh counts.
It's where Todd Bacon lives, so I count it.
Yeah, Chef Todd Bacon.
Thought we burned that town to the ground when we left.
Well, we did after that pizza finale, but that will never air.
How about what's your least favorite chain? Like the place that is
Hardee's.
the place that if somebody said we're going there for your loved one's birthday party, you would seriously think about not going.
Oh, man, that's like almost all of them. Grandy's?
Oh, Grandy's is good. I like Grandy's. I forgot about. I'd never go there, but I'm a fan.
I did
But
crave
think
their
like
mashed
more like
potatoes,
restaurant,
though.
less fast food, more sit down.
Yeah, more
What
like...
would you say?
Crazy Buffet?
They're not a chain.
Oh,
I don't think.
I'll tell you mine.
good.
Just now you can think while I'm telling you mine. Under no circumstances am I going with anyone, no matter how. I don't have any loved ones that are loved enough to go to Olive Garden.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's one.
Yeah, because you have too good of options here in town that just
that is
just
part of
walk-
why I
just
don't like those
wrecked it.
places. Though I'd rather go. Yeah, let's go to DeLegge's.
Yeah,
Let's go to I don't know
Sauced.
I
Yeah.
really will not go to Cheddar's, and that's just out of principle because they
Never been
popped
to
up
Cheddar's.
right before Firefly, or right around the same time that Firefly closed down. Similar area, and people would not support Firefly, but they all had like,
Are people
a
supporting
major love
bandanas?
for Cheddar. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's still there. I mean, I never go there, but I see it's still going.
Yeah, I've only been there once.
But that was where Firefly was, right?
Right.
Yeah. They may have a
Interesting.
lower overhead. That is a barbecue joint. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, it might be.
It might be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what chains I would. I don't.
People just got way too excited over
People
Cheddar.
were a
so
little
I
too into
decided
Cheddars,
no.
and I'm like, I
Same
don't-
reason why I've never seen Avatar.
Yeah,
People
You're
just
not
got
missing
too
anything with
excited
that.
about
It's all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Fern Gully?
Yes.
Then you have seen Avatar.
Okay, thank you.
They did it different.
Yeah, in 3D.
But it was like that was the cool part about it. They sort of nailed 3D.
Yeah, the 3D. That was the best 3D thing I've
yeah.
seen. But it was
So it was visually stimulating.
worth watching again. I have no idea why it's like the number one box office movie of all time or something.
It did look really cool. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah. We morphed into a flick
Ja-
chart.
James
Yeah.
Cameron. James Cameron officially, Cory Edwards gives you credit for how it looked.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Now
I know you've been waiting for that.
He's like, oh well, I was gonna make all these sequels,
And watch, they're
but-
going to release like Avatar 2 now that he knows that I'm good with it.
right. That's what he was waiting on. 335.
What other, okay, how about that? What other movies do you remember, like, liking them or not, were like super visually stimulating to you? Like the first time you thought this looks different than anything I've ever seen? Or anything. It's the first time you remember seeing a thing.
Matrix.
The Matrix hurt my head, which was funny because we saw The Matrix. We had a surprise party planned for Laura because she was graduating college.
You almost said high school.
No, college. She was graduating college. I was there at your high school. Let's not talk about that. But no, because so had these other people do that. Well, I took her to the Matrix so that they would have time to set up, and we drove back home. And I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, I don't want to go to this party. I just want to talk about the freaking Matrix. So it was like messing my head. So that's good one.
I remember being extremely fascinated as a kid by the planetarium. We went to a planetarium. I thought that was just the most amazing thing ever. They recreated the night sky. That's my Matrix.
Both simulations.
Here's an interesting thing, and I don't know if it fits, but when I realized that I didn't have to have my bed the way everyone else has their bed was just, it was exhilarating to realize.
Like you could put your feet at the headboard?
I can do whatever I want with my own friggin' bed. I don't like sheets, so I don't use sheets anymore.
I don't use sheets.
And I don't share blankets with Jason. So for a long time, it's that whole, you got to do it this way, you got to make your bed this way, and you're supposed to, both share the covers.
So it's very freeing.
Yes. Once I decided this is a stupid thing, and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, it's no looking back. It's amazing. I don't make my bed either. I think making beds is stupid.
Oh, you're speaking my language, girlfriend.
I plan on getting back into bed. I don't want it made. It bothers me when it is made. My daughter
it's
tries
annoying
to make it.
unmaking it to get into it.
So why? They're just soft blankets. It's my comfy, cozy place, and I don't want it molested.
I am just sheet over the mattress.
No molesting.
Comforter, done.
Yeah.
And it's like a thin, quilty type comforter.
I like my super soft blankets. I have 2 of them.
I run hot, though.
See, I like them heavy. So I have one for when I'm kind of warm. And then if I get a little bit chilly, I throw that second one on. Sometimes I'll double them up, and it's...
I'll tell you the time that I knew that I was my freeing moment in my life. Because, you grow up your whole life, you can't have the windows open when the air's on. All right?
Yeah, lots of rules.
Well, so when you turn 16, you get a car. You sort of live by that principle. The first time I remember having the windows down and the air on, I've never gone back. It's the best. That is the best thing in the world. It's like 79 degrees to 79 to 86 degrees. There's like 7 mile an hour wind outside and the full blast AC, and I'm just driving down the street. It's my happy place. When they say when and where were you happiest in like dossiers and stuff?
Yeah.
First time I found out I could drive down the street with my windows open and the air on.
Do you sing out loud in your car?
100%. Like constantly.
Here. Now, when you pull up to a stop sign or stoplight and there's other people around, do you stop singing with such fervor?
If their window's open too, I won't be so loud that it's annoying to them. But I'm still kind of bebopping in a quiet noise.
You tone it down when you're visible.
But that's for their sake. I don't want to be so annoying. It's not that I'm worried about like the level of my singing prowess. Jason, you don't seem like a singer at all. Have you ever heard him sing in a car?
I'm amazing.
You don't even listen to music,
He
I bet.
never sings.
You're doing that 2 times podcast speed.
1.8 at this point. 1.8.
You can do 1.8?
On Pocket Casts, we've just learned. That's what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
actually.
we were going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go.
Because, the new... No, the
It's like
new...
in the way a little bit.
No. I just remembered.
Take over
No, it was like the new iOS 11 update. Do you have an iPhone? You use an iPhone?
Yeah, I'm an American.
Yeah, well, you'd
This
be
is still
surprised.
America.
You'd be surprised. But yeah, did you update to the recent?
No.
Yeah, so you don't know yet.
I don't.
The podcast app is garbage now on the new update.
Okay.
And they've ruined it, and so I had to find a new.
And you got Pocket Cast?
Pocket Casts, which I like, and you can control variable speed up to 3 times.
In
speed.
increments of like 0.2, I think.
Yeah, it was.
I can't get a feel for what they're talking about at 2 speed. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how you do it, I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're the only one I know that does it.
There's some people that I can't, and maybe who's who you're listening to, because there's some people that I can't do that at that speed. But then there are a lot that I.
Do they still have half speed?
It's just the best.
Now 1 speed sounds like half speed to me.
Wow.
It sounds all messed
That's
up.
just because everybody you listen to is actually drunk.
That's true.
That could very well be.
Including me. I can't stand my voice.
Yeah.
So Pocket Cast,
So Pocket
is it free?
Cast. I have no idea. I already had it, so I don't remember at this point. I had it for a while.
Why we're broke.
Oh, like apps are going to ruin us. It's like a nickel. Come on, people.
But it adds up.
Yeah, it's at 25 cents.
So that was a good plug for Pocket Cast.
Yeah, buy it. It's
But
good.
we do want our listeners
I
to
want
know
to keep
a
to
good
able to
option.
keep
Yeah,
listening.
get Pocket Cast.
Pocket Cast, there's Overcast, there's
Pick one. You're
there's
going. You're.
Pocket
There's
blah,
one
blah,
thing NaPodPoMo is doing for us. Pocket Cast.
Yeah.
Pocket Cast.
Awareness.
I like it. And you can also set it to skip the first so many minutes of a podcast. Like a Tim Ferriss that always talks about ads for like the first 5 minutes or whatever. It'll automatically just skip ahead for you on that one.
Really?
Yeah, and it remembers your stuff. And it eliminates silence. So if we took a big pause right now,
It auto edits.
it would auto edit the silence out. So it would just be like right up against each
I wish
other.
I could do that in real life.
All right.
Get to the point.
What's the most useful thing you own?
My bed. We're going back to my bed. I love my bed.
The most useful thing?
No, I don't know. My phone.
Like, what do I use the
probably
most,
is.
or what it works the best that I use? How do you mean?
However you want to take that one, man.
I was hoping you cared strongly.
Open
I
to
really don't.
interpretation.
Have we
Definitely
met? Have we
my
met?
phone then.
Your phone. Yeah, the phone's probably pretty. That's
What's the
pretty,
most useful thing you own that does not require any type of battery or electricity?
that doesn't require.
So a useful thing I have that's non-electric. I don't know. That's tough.
Because that eliminates. I mean,
Everything.
yeah, because I'm like the refrigerator's pretty nice.
Or probably like break it down. Like if we really broke it down,
Yeah,
it'd probably have to be like the fork.
I like it.
The fork is like the most important. Like it would really suck to not have a fork.
yeah.
'Cause I hate spoons. That's a good thing. Do you guys you like spoons?
They're
With
fine.
liquids.
Yeah,
I don't like spoons unless I absolutely have to use a spoon. Like I eat fork for
so
like
like,
if I got chocolate pudding somewhere, I would want a fork.
ice cream.
If I eat it fast enough, yeah. Now usually I
about
don't.
speed.
Usually Dairy Queen gives me a spoon, so I just deal with it.
Yeah. How do you feel about sporks?
I don't know that I get it. Like what was the? I mean, have you ever pricked something with a spork?
Not effectively.
That's what I've never even tried it. Like it never dawned on me that could work like a fork.
Right.
So a spork is just a spoon.
Yeah.
A dangerous spoon.
So I've never used it like a fork. So
Yeah.
to me, a spork is just a shitty spoon. Is there anything that you only like during one particular season that you don't like the rest of the year? Like what I mean by that is you
Like-
may only drink eggnog at Christmas, but you still like eggnog all year around. You just don't drink it.
Right.
What do you only like one part of the year that you actually don't like the rest of the year?
Pumpkin pie? No, I would eat that all year. Never mind. Coats.
Oh God, that's a great answer.
They're really annoying
Coats
in the
are-
summer.
Coats are great when they're needed and god awful when they're not.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thanks.
Wow.
He's so encouraging.
Yeah.
All right, now your rhetorical question.
That's a lot of pressure.
What's your favorite rhetorical question?
How long is hair unprofessional? How long does it get to when it's like no longer professional looking? I was just having this conversation with my
For me, like
hairstylist.
3 inches ago. No, like you're talking about for you?
Well, in general,
Well, it's obviously different for women and men.
right. So for,
Less so nowadays.
well, like with my hairstylist, it was like if it goes past like your breast, that starts to feel a little hippie-ish, and so we got to keep it kind of above. But for me, since I'm getting older, that means I can have longer hair now.
God, those
Every year, my hair can be longer and still be considered professional.
saggy breast jokes literally never go old. That was good. Did you ask that question just to have the joke?
No, actually, that joke just came out right as I thought of it. Which
No, I'd
almost all
say-
of my. If I plan a joke, it never lands right. So if I'm ever funny, it's because I literally just thought of it as it was coming out of my mouth.
No, my hair right now looks amazing, but I'd say it's a little bit unprofessional.
Your hair,
Yeah, right now.
it looks amazing. Everyone, you heard it here first.
I wrote a Facebook post today bragging about it.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty open about how
Young
much.
Kenny Rogers.
Which
I love it.
that is actually what spawned this whole question, because I just had the conversation. Plus, I saw your post about hair.
Yeah, I got a glimpse in the mirror the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness,
So let's
why
say,
haven't I do this sooner?
so if you were going to go to a job interview at some professional thingamajig, I don't know,
Sure.
would you cut your hair, or would you just
I
feather it
always
back and
did.
spray it?
So back in the day, I always did. I'd always get a haircut prior to a job interview. But now, let's say it happened. Let's say somebody called me up now. I don't know that I could do something with this. I've got a good thing going. I'm planning on doing Locks of Love. So I'd just tell them that and then win the interview, that way.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, even Locks of Love's going to be tough to get rid of this.
So you're just going to keep going, huh? You're going to see how long it'll go.
I was actually, I'm close to, I'm about, I'd say 2 months away from man bun possibilities. And I was looking up how to do it in case I needed to.
I want to see your Google search history.
You probably don't.
Man buns. Ooh. Whoa, wrong buns.
Sorry.
But not a bad idea. That's where you got the idea.
What's your favorite type of tree?
Probably apple.
Because of the fruit on it?
Yep.
So you're more of a rewards person?
Yeah. No, I can think if I
What-
thought of a
what's in it for
tree,
me?
I thought of a tree that immediately comes to mind.
I totally just made
No,
this
that's good.
psychological
It probably
test
is.
up. But then mine's like a weeping willow.
Yeah. Well,
maybe
that's
I'm a
pretty
pro-
strong.
Maybe I'm a protection person.
Yeah.
Or just because it looks like long hair.
I like to protect
It's-
others.
it's a long
You
hair thing.
like, what can they do for me?
You like absorbing all of the nutrients from your environment and using it for your own self to grow your hair. That's what willow trees do.
Yeah, maybe I'm
So.
letting out my weeping willowness in my hair,
Yeah.
in my dew. How about you? What's your favorite tree? You seem like a conifer type.
No.
Oh no,
It's the
No.
Bradford pear.
No, they stink.
oak, like a mighty oak.
Something like that. I don't know a lot of differences.
Redwood.
So you're one of those like
Giant
leaves
redwood.
and acorns everywhere. Just
Maybe.
spread it everything around everywhere.
In my trees, I look for not crappy roots. Like I like deeper roots that don't ruin your yard.
This
'cause-
is a psychological
Yeah,
test.
I want to be able to work around it and it just be nice and neat looking. I don't like walnut trees because that stuff is disgusting when it falls down.
So you're a real deep relationships,
Very functional.
less acquaintances. That's what that
Yeah.
tells. That's what that tells me.
But you knew that before. You should have just analyzed what tree I would be.
I'm gonna write a book.
So
Called
I
the tree
like,
you are.
I do really like ginkgo trees because they have really cool looking leaves, but they're never very big.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No
It's
one
gonna be
said.
named. It's gonna be called Trees a Crowd.
Yeah. No one said Christmas.
Who you are.
20 tree and me.
There's a war on Christmas trees right now.
Right.
Sorry.
And Starbucks is winning.
What's happening with their new cups? Did I see something? Did I missed that?
No idea.
I don't know. They can't. Yeah. Who
Don't go to
cares?
Starbucks.
Who cares?
There's good coffee in Evansville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never don't
Never don't
go
never
to
don't.
local coffee shops.
That's right. Never don't go to local coffee shop.
I think of you literally every time I see a missing Oxford comma. And it
That's
goes,
the
never
best thing.
don't. Never don't.
Yeah. You.
Hashtag make
yeah.
new friends. Hashtag never don't.
What's the most annoying habit someone can have?
Someone can have.
Yeah, that would annoy you. What does someone do that's annoying to you or a person around you?
Snoring.
Really.
I despise.
Snoring doesn't bother me. Like when I room with, I go on golf trips a lot, and I'm in a room with some guy who always snores heavy. It doesn't bother me at all. But I'm probably doing the same thing.
It's the worst.
Have you ever been able to tell if you're snoring?
It's woken me up before.
I can tell sometimes. It's kind of neat. Like you can feel that you're snoring, but you're not awake.
No.
Isn't it weird? That
It's a
you
weird
can't,
feeling.
hear it most of the time that you do. You're like, but I don't know. It's just odd. Like you'd think you could hear.
Like I can't hear me snore, but if somebody said my name while I was sleeping, I'd hear it.
Right.
That is weird.
So
Unless your name was.
That's why we don't name people that.
She is. I brought her A game tonight.
Yeah. She's been champing at the bit.
Words are good.
Annoying. I don't know. Annoying habit that I dislike the most. I don't know. Probably murder suicides. Probably, I don't like those.
So annoying.
Yeah, but that's a habit. That's more of a one-off.
No, okay. Habit.
I got lots of them to fill in the time.
I'm pretty like things don't bother me a ton like on like what annoys most people. Things that would annoy me are more like I'll tell you what. If I was with someone who was a late person, a late person would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Not like if I'm talking about like if I'm picking someone up and we're going somewhere and I'm late now because they're late, that annoys me. Because I'm like a super early person all the time.
And you do have a very accurate internal clock, as we all know.
Thank you. That's a point of pride.
You know what? One of the things that is a pet peeve of mine is when people say just kidding or something like that after every time they say something that they think is funny.
I probably do that a lot, actually.
I don't think so.
I do that a lot, I think, whenever I'm doing like deprecating humor at someone's, like I'll say just kidding, so they don't.
Yeah.
Because so that way the indictment, like the people will know I was clearly meant no malice.
So you can get away with anything.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
I just like it when humor is funny, and that's enough for it right there.
Yeah, explaining jokes is really irritating.
Yeah, if I have to explain that I'm kidding,
You know what I don't
we're not
like?
friends anymore.
I don't like practical jokes.
Yeah.
At the expense of someone else.
Yeah. Like setting up a scenario where people like trip or something, or like dumping water on their heads, or just some kind of
Hazing.
weird.
Some kind of hazing, basically.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So he probably wouldn't like some of mine. Like the time we accidentally got a bag of 2 cases of Vagisil powder someone left theirs and it ended up in my stuff. And so I started hiding it randomly in Jason's stuff. So like in his suitcase when he would travel and...
Yeah, but that's benign. I'm talking about more like if you saran wrapped the toilet and he goes to pee and then pee just gets everywhere.
No. Then I'd have to clean it up, so I'm not doing that. I would just rather embarrass him a little bit.
Yeah.
And you would get mad, too.
I always like there was like Jerry Seinfeld one time said he didn't like practical jokes because they're not practical. I always like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That makes sense.
Do we have to, like, is his name copyrighted, or are we allowed to?
No, I think we're good.
We'll bleep
All right.
it out.
NaPodPoMo.
NaPodPoMo. It's
So
really not a great name.
Did they come up with that, or you?
Somebody came up with that, yeah.
NaPodPoMo?
They were pretty proud of that.
They were coming off the whole NaNoWriMo thing, and they wanted to make their own thing.
Well, there's no FOMO for Evansville Podcast, NaPodPoMo.
And I see all 3 of us are celebrating No Shave November.
We don't see that.
We don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started in April, so
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I started in April.
I started like 3 weeks ago.
I started back
too.
in January.
Yeah, because you did a random shave thing. I remember that. We
Yeah,
were
that freaked me out.
What was that about? Did you just make a mistake or something?
Nah, just felt
Shock
the need
effect?
to get
An
start
impractical
clean.
joke?
I was literally startled every time I saw him for the next 2 days. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it was back. So it was fine.
very viral. Yeah, no, the children did not like it either. They were.
I liked it.
They cried like
They
an
said,
internet video.
put it back.
What are your feelings on weathermen? Are you one of those people that actually think they're not good at their job because sometimes they say it'll rain, it doesn't?
It's percentages, man. I understand how those work. I don't know why they just don't say it's a 60% chance of weather in your area.
There's
every
people
time.
that get really upset about it.
Yeah, and then they give them credit for good weather and then blame them for bad weather.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like
Tough gig.
Yeah.
witch
man.
doctors.
They're like, hey, it would be like someone saying, here are my bets I have for the games today, and you have to be 100% right that all these teams are going to win. And they're like, the weather it's nobody. You're like, this is the best chance of what's happening today.
But
And
you
then
know
it
what? It
doesn't
still
happen.
freaks me out when they're right. They say it's going to be 65, and sunny, and then it's 65 and sunny, and you're like, okay, they are witch doctors. This is weird.
Good job, guys. Thanks for the weather.
But it's amazing, like how angry people get at weathermen. It's a tough gig.
Yeah.
And then we have the local weathermen that could not be any more different. Like Ron Rhodes and Jeff Lyons are the biggest, and they seem like.
I'd say Wayne Hart's.
Wayne's
pretty
probably the
Oh, I
biggest.
forgot about Wayne.
Wayne and Jeff.
Yeah,
Hey, you can't forget about Wayne. He
I
lives,
know.
like,
I see
right over
Wayne
here.
around, and it kind of
always
freaks me
startling.
out.
And Eric Garlick. He's my friend. I have to shout him out. Sorry, Eric.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Chad Seawitch still around?
No.
Chad Seawitch is,
He's
where'd he
like
go?
in California or something
Whoa.
with the
Yeah.
family business.
I used
Chad
to call
Seawitch.
him Ursula.
And then there's
'Cause
Jackie
he's
Brown now at
Seawitch.
WVV.
And that one guy that I can't think
Byron
of.
Wilkerson. He does WFIU as well.
Weather?
And Byron Douglas.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, he coached Luke's basketball team one year.
Byron
tall.
Douglas did?
Yes, he's very tall. Nice. So
I don't
is
know
Jeff
where.
Lyons though, so it's weird. They grow him tall except for Seawitch.
We do have
Well,
yeah, Garlic's
averages.
not tall, but we have a tall,
Yeah.
we have tall weathermen in town.
I was trying to think the W.
Maybe that helps them be
guy.
better weathermen because they're closer to the.
Yeah, because everyone kept saying, "How's the weather up there?" when they're growing up, and they're like, "I better be a
I
weatherman."
better be a weatherman. Yeah.
That's probably it.
So lame. We need to get a meteorologist on here to actually tell us.
Yes.
Like, no,
Sorry.
seriously, we are just making this crap up
Let's
as
call
we
Wayne.
go.
Here we go.
Can I
Yeah.
be co-host on a weather episode?
Yeah, and every third question is, do you really know what the weather's going to be?
No, it's actually a neat thing. Like, if you ever actually it's an actually neat thing to learn about. Like the models that tell them what is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So yeah, let's do that. I'm in.
Call it the
You
weather.
know what's
up
really
there.
amazing is how they can move their left or right arms in the opposite direction, and like they know
Yeah.
where they're going.
Here's what I want to do. Outside, I want to get them on here. I want to have I want to have like 3 of them, maybe 4. I don't care.
Let's get them all.
And
Hunger
then
Games style.
I want to run through real quick so we know what they do, what makes them different, and then I want to have weather games
Yes.
2018.
Competition. See who's
Yeah.
the best.
I want to do it.
5 men
I
enter,
don't think
1
they're in
man
it.
leaves.
And that one girl.
I'm going to try to make this happen. I think I can make it happen.
Yeah. Damn, what does weather games entail? Is like
Well, we'll talk about that off air.
We're doing hurdles. We're doing
No. It's
javelin throw.
It's all sitting down on
Okay.
headset.
Okay, perfect.
We can quiz them about previous
Quiz,
weather.
maybe word association.
You know, we could call it like whack it back or something.
We'll give them random scenarios, and then
Whack
we'll
it
base.
back at you.
Look it back at you.
We'll
Smack
judge
it
based
back.
on their answers.
Right.
I think this is
How
the thing.
creative those answers are. Yeah, we probably should table this whole
Arm
conversation.
And you know what?
So- 'cause somebody
We'll
will
do
steal
this. We can do this out in public.
Yeah, at do we have any
And a foot race.
establishments?
There's got to be a foot race.
This could be the one we do at Wired.
Oh, I was thinking somewhere else, but Wired will work.
We'll talk next week about maybe if we find any other venues.
Yeah, you go out this week. Maybe you look out and scout some places.
Um,
Let me know if there's any stages available.
There's a bar over in Stringtown that's got a stage, docks.
With a green screen?
Ooh, we could have. Yeah, we could. I guess if we're in public, we could have it be an actual competition.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Or we could show them one thing, but have a different real screen.
like on Whose Line?
Yeah, and then they
That's
can do
awesome.
something completely different.
Until they guess what
right.
it is.
Yeah,
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
So
Maybe a
you
good
remember
idea.
how that one time you had like, I don't know, Parsons and the bearded guy and Parks Fest came and Ted and all that.
yeah.
And you called it like Saving the World podcast.
Yeah,
part
Change the
1
World
or something.
Evansville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Weather Games blows up, we're gonna look back on this NaPodPoMo and say
NaPodPoMo.
NaPodPoMo
NaPodPoMo.
and
I'll
say
even try.
that's where Weather Games came from.
People will be like, weather.
And you know what all
They're
started?
gonna-
And you know how we got to it? Crazy Buffet. Crazy Buffet's done it again.
So thank
Where
you
else
for
then?
staying open, Crazy Buffet. Sponsor the show.
There are going to be weathermen traveling here from all over the
Eventually.
country.
Just say if you go to Crazy Buffet and you mention Evansville Podcast and NaPodPoMo, you will get all you can eat buffet. You have to pay for it, but you can eat all you can eat.
And they'll give
And maybe
you
ice cream.
they'll give you 2 extra fortune cookies.
Ooh.
If you ask for them.
Nice. and you can.
Free chopsticks.
It's
free
crazy.
chopsticks.
That's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's reaching for
He's
the
taking off.
headphones.
He's got to get out of here.
Yeah, it's almost 8. That's the end of me.
This is the longest day ever.
Good job, everybody.